Och nästa gång vi kan göra ett par så fina bröst till dig som på syster Hanna här. Jag ska prata med din mamma. Syster Rosa, är du redo? Spänn fast patienten. Här är den modernaste formen av smärtlindring. Den är gjord på kokablad. Ouais, d'accord. Un peu pour moi. Nu, vi ska göra dig magnifik. 0.
Okay, thank you. Hello, and Thomas, Emilie, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on the nomination. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Very happy for that as well, because I love the movie. I think oh my God, it was amazing. And it's a timeless movie because we're still debating about beauty, about the way that we perceive ourselves especially on society nowadays. It's amazing. So I'm going to start with you, Emilie. Like, why this is a story, like the way that you told the story, why it was important for you to tell the way that it was, and why this is the right moment for it.
I think, it was very organic the way I got the idea. I was revisited by the Brothers Grimm's version of the fairy tale and just had this immediate response to this scene where one of the stepsister cuts off her toes to try to fit the shoe, where I, to my shock, identified with her. And I suddenly saw a new side of this character that I'd never seen before, which is, she's actually the most human one. She's the one, doing like most of us, trying to fit within the beauty ideals, willing to do almost anything to achieve it, while Cinderella is actually the ideal, or at least her shoe. I really wanted to do another retelling within the fairy tale world, because it is such a timeless story. It's not only today that we're changing to try to strive after this ideal. Women have been doing this for ages, and fairy tales, delivered from mother to daughter, have been a big part of how this kind of old, tradition has been upheld, and I think it's fascinating how we still today, although women are emancipated and have the possibility to earn your own money and all of this, how we're still, fixated on this role as the object and the perfect object. And maybe it has something to do with us not being able to be critical to the culture, the cultural role of women that are still haunting us from the old times. Yeah.
Exactly. So now I'm gonna go to you and Thomas, especially Anne, like the hair and makeup. It's very important. You need to come up with like a different style. And you, Thomas, the prosthetic and the nose, the toes, everything that you do. How was like the conversations that you have with Emilie to come to create that? We can start with you, Anne.
Yeah, Thomas was actually on the film first, but when the first thing I actually saw from the film was Emilie's amazing storyboards, and it was like candy. It was like I've been brought up with the story of Cinderella like everybody else. and you have this relationship to it, and there's this little twist that just make it like all of it. Yeah, it makes so much sense to see it like that, and that paired up, because I love to do movies that wanna do something, and Emilie's amazing mood boards was just like so clear what we should do, and because it was like just like, yes, I get the universe, yes, I get what she wants, and so it was an amazing job. So I was that was a bit on and off in the beginning, but so glad I got to do it, because it was real fun. Yeah, it was real fun.
Yes. And you, Thomas, what was like the conversations to get to those prosthetics, like the nose, the toes, the men's part, and everything else?
It was kind of easy to get into what Emilie wanted, because she was so, as Anne-Catherine says, so extremely well prepared. So also when it came to both the makeup effects, because I see my part in the film as two very different ones. I have the one that's the character Elvira, and then the other thing that are all the makeup effects. But she was so well prepared in all of them. So there was a very clear vision to work within. Even though there were some things I didn't quite understood in the beginning, style-wise. But it there was definitely something to. It was so easy to get into a very different way of thinking how these things should look than what I normally do and what I'm exposed to from other directors. So that was nice.
Yes. Did you have it, like Thomas? Did you have anything was more challenging for you?
Yes, the look on Elvira, to make her like younger, innocent looking, a little goofy teenage girl. That part was difficult. It's definitely the most challenging part. Finding out what, and we did the different tests before we ended up where she is, where she's wearing prosthetic cheeks and a prosthetic nose and a double chin and a neck piece and arms for some scenes. That was difficult, definitely the most demanding and most challenging part, yeah. Because the other things were just blood and gore, so that's a different thing.
Yeah, because she's so beautiful, and you make her kind of ugly, but she even though she doesn't. For me, she doesn't feel. I don't see her ugly as well. You know what I mean? She's still beautiful.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and how was like your challenge, like to fit your makeup and hair with the costumes and also the background? You know what I mean? Like the place there, the scenes were.
I think the good thing was that Thomas and I have worked a lot together. Me and Manon, who did the costume, has worked a lot together. And then again, and Emilie, we say that all the time in our interviews. That is that Emilie was so well prepared that it was like super. It was like, it wasn't like you couldn't do anything. There was absolutely artistic freedom, but it was like this vision was so strong. And Emilie was there at all our fittings, so we made the characters together, and yeah, so it was very easy to go into this universe of everything being a little bit over the top, but at the same time, not so much that the people are not relatable.
Yes.
I would say that what Anne-Catherine has done with the makeup is really the glue, which puts this historical setting with the costumes and all of like Thomas's crazy work. She puts it all together, so it's like what it holds it together, and really maybe also gives them a bit of a fairy tale touch, lifts it out of the correct period time, but with such taste level. I was very nervous for her work, and I knew I needed the totally right person, and I'm very happy that got her.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like this. We like working together.
Yes.
Yes. Now that the movie got nominated, how you holding yourself, how you guys are more excited to do this campaign, like, because now through the Oscars everybody was like, oh my God, where is this movie about? Because not everybody was able to see. I think it was different. How is that for you, Emilia? No?
Yeah, it's incredible. It's unbelievable. It's not supposed to happen like this. It's organic love for the movie and especially for the work of Thomas and Katrine and it's just that makes it just that more exciting. We didn't ask for it. It's just like a big gift that landed in our laps, and we're really rejoicing in it and sharing it with everyone that made this movie with us, because it's really a team effort on a budget that is not anything near what our other Oscar contenders are having, and it's really exciting just to think that all of these Oscar members now have to see our movie to put in the votes. Yeah.
Exactly. And for you, Anne and Thomas, how you guys are holding yourselves?
Oh, but it's the same. It's like it was really a surprise. I mean, we're up against such big, beautiful films. So it's just really interesting to be here. But it's also, to be honest, extremely nice to be acknowledged by the Academy members, and I have a lot of good friends in the industry in the US, but being acknowledged like this from them as well, it's like crazy. I mean, it is really
it's like unreal.
Yeah.
We're super grateful, and it was like, I think I am, and I hope Thomas and I hope everybody on the movie knows that they're part of that I'm gonna just enjoy it really slowly, 1 minute at a time, just because it's a project that we really love doing, and I think it's a really good movie, and I hope it will have a really long life, because every time I meet somebody who's seen it, then they really like it, and I have done a lot of movies, so I know that it was good, and I know that I think it will have a long life, and I'm so happy for Elvira that she will have that. Her story, as Emilie says all the time, we're all her. We are all the ugly stepsister. There's only one Cinderella, and that is true. It is like part of us. We have all been this teenage girl who were in love with some pop idol, and so I have a heart for this movie. So it's like amazing that it goes on this journey for all of us, because it is. As you said, it's not just us, it's also the way it looks, and our actors are amazing as well. So it's like it's the whole thing. Our photographer, our costume designer is that it all kind of fell together in a really, really good way.
Yeah, as you should. You guys should celebrate, and the movie is, for me, just to wrap it up, and the movie is like, it's beautiful. Not just what you guys be nominated, but the cinematography, the acting, the performances are amazing, so beautiful. The music score, everything. I love everything. So you should be very proud of that. So I just want to thank you. Yes, I want to thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to meet you. And I keep rooting for you both, for the three of you, and the whole movie,
Thank you.
crew and everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
If you like to support or continue to support Jana on Camera, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the videos.